It sort of ties in with what he was saying. I live in St. Ives, so the biggest topic of conversation in the entire neighborhood is the T-SPLOST, the widening of 141. People are obsessed. I'm a real estate agent. I truly believe if that road gets widened, it will destroy our city.
I agree.
Absolutely. We're going to have, people are going to be building stuff. Medlock Bridge will do it, St. Ives will do it. We'll be building walls and who knows what to try to make the sound better. Plus, stormwater, let me just jump on him.
Yeah.
But what is going to happen with that road? It keeps seeming to get sort of kicked down the road. What are we going to do?
It's a super highway.
Amy, I'll piggyback on the mayor, Mark, and you, and try to tie it all together as I see it.
Okay.
What Mark was describing, in my opinion, was a very clever attempt to not subvert the will of the people, but to bring them to a point where T-SPLOST was almost guaranteed to pass. From the 60% where if you didn't participate, you'd be taxed if it passed, but you wouldn't get the benefit. If the IGA, the Intergovernmental Agreement, if the Fulton County Commission saw that and they wanted to deny it, they wanted to stop it, block it, kill it. The legislation was designed to where it had to have a supermajority. 4 members of the Fulton County Commission would not have killed it. The legislation said it had to have 5 to kill it. Then it comes to the people, where, we can call it education, but there was a marketing effort in this city, in all the other cities, by the county. You had things coming at you in the mailbox, on the telephone, wherever. Now, this is the thing that really I want all of you to understand, and I want all of us to start thinking about. The city council was asked to vote to approve a list of projects. That list at the time, back in May of 2016, was a very vague list. It did not say Medlock Bridge had to be widened to 6 lanes. It said capacity improvements for Medlock Bridge. Jones Bridge did not have to be 4 lanes. Capacity improvements on Jones Bridge. Same thing for State Bridge, same thing for Old Alabama.
And the intersection of Medlock Bridge and
everything was very vague.
100%.
It was like, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, we hope you have a great day. It was nothing that would raise your suspicions at all. And so the council votes once, there's an amendment to the list, they vote again, and then finally they vote to approve the IGA before sending it to Fulton County. And so it's only after Fulton County puts it in a master list that all of a sudden it comes back to us in the late summer, early fall, as Medlock Bridge should be 6 lanes. Jones Bridge should be 4 lanes.
Evans Bridge, 8 to 10 lanes.
And so now this is a conversation that we're going to have. I do not understand how the legal requirement or the legal standard could be what is advertised in a moving target, published somehow out of Public Works, that I don't think any of us were an expert on. Hell, I went to all the meetings. I didn't have the wherewithal to, I even asked, is this project list going to tie our hands later? We were told emphatically no.
I remember.
And every project could be abandoned.
Yeah.
So my point is just that
I asked 3 times to Mike, I couldn't kill him because he walked away. Are you talking about expanding the size of Medlock Bridge Road? Because I kept seeing the improvements. I said, talk to me, what is it? He said, no. We're just going to, anything we can do to improve it. It was very vague. So that's why people get upset, is that it's morphed into this highway.
So I don't think, from a practical perspective, to answer the question directly, I don't think there's, can't speak for everybody here, but I don't think I've heard any support from anybody here, of the remaining 6, that is supporting widening the road.
No.
Primarily because, for many reasons. One, the infamous town hall meeting that we had in the old city hall, where we had half of the Medlock Bridge HOA and half the St. Ives HOA. word is made pretty clear to the council at that meeting. Now, I have heard some support from a couple council members on making improvements to the intersection of Medlock and State. I think we do need to look at that. Since then, since all of this, we've learned that Peachtree Corners has no plans to widen their section. So if that's not widened, all you're doing is moving the choke point down.
Do we want 6 lanes on 141 even if we don't have to take one strip of green grass off the side of the
If you
road?
ask me, Amy Little, she says no. I have a 14-year-old who in 4 months is going to be getting a learner's permit. There is no way I want that child learning to drive on a 6-lane road in front of my neighborhood.
So let me kind of just pontificate about the world the way I see it. McGinnis Ferry, it's going to happen.
Yep, 120.
And it's going, so we're going to double the width of the road, the asphalt, and it's going to lead to a new exchange at 400.
And 85.
85.
Okay, and 85. So that's a game changer. There's no telling, we do not
How much
know.
traffic will divert off?
We do not know. We do not know. Then you've got Abbott's Bridge, which is already underway for widening. So we've got the Kimball Bridge part, we've got part of Abbott's Bridge. Those other segments will eventually be widened, is I think what has been approved or will likely be approved. Then you've got State Bridge, which is already a 4-lane road. In my mind, when we all became Johns Creek residents, we moved here where you had PIB, which is slated as a highway, and you have 400, which is a highway. So there is major capacity components running north and south, and now we're going to have major capacity improvements east-west. How about we not widen Jones Bridge and 141, and we don't encourage more traffic to be using Johns Creek as a cut-through? I don't want to tie up the region, but I don't think I am, because we are allowing them to divert to what are the actual highways. And let's not have Johns Creek be a 6-lane town. Let's not be a 6-lane community. Does that sound like a reasonable
It does.
Does to me.
approach?
I don't know this is the area to debate that. I can tell you there are people
yes,
who,
it is.
well, it could be, but there are people who feel different than you in our city. There are people that feel that we should open it up and they want it opened up. So to be fair to those people, there are.